Hey there, everyone. This is Dame Jessa. And let me know how everything sounds. How does everything sound? I'm going to bring up chat now for those of you who want to see that on screen, like me. Hello, everyone. I say to the dames that every stream, something goes wrong. This time, for some reason, my music player was not working. Oh my goodness. I don't know why, but I had it all set up and I had the song queued up and everything. So I had to go and open up a different music player and get it set up. I don't know what's going on. Goodness gracious. But there's always something. Yay! Hello, everyone. Sounds great, loud and clear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, the first thing I need to do because the music was a bit wonky there and everything is not quite working the way I needed it to, and we're using a different player today, is I need to quickly figure out my music situation here. But that was When the Past Comes Around. It's a game that I played on the Jessa channel, and it's a great game. So if you haven't checked that out, you can go ahead and do so. There'll be a link hopping into chat. First of all, I want to say Happy Christmas! Happy Christmas! Hello, everyone! Hello, 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 hello. And you guys love the hat. It has lights in it. It has lights in it. Hello, I'm Dame Jessa, and I am part one of the 4 Grand Dames. We play games. And I am going to throw a Patreon link down there because you look great, Jessa. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Ninel. Thank you. And so many people here. Whew. So we have a real lineup for you today. My fellow dames are in the background. I'm going to bring them forward as I always do every time. But I am first going to tell you that we are hanging out in the Discord. There's a Discord after party like every stream. And this month we are considering, if everyone wants to do it, I actually have Charlie Brown's Christmas. Do you guys remember Charlie Brown's Christmas on the television every single year when I was a kid? I would watch it. Do you guys remember Charlie Brown's Christmas? So, you do? Rainbow does. Natalia does, and Angie. And Amanda does. Best Christmas show. By the way, Pollen, welcome to the Discord. I saw you pop in today. So glad to see you here. And you guys can see that Dame Shirley's in there, chatting away. So we are going to be watching Charlie Brown's Christmas, possibly. It just depends on if everyone wants to. But no matter what, the dames will be in Discord for the after party. If you have not yet joined us, patreon.com/the Grand Dames. So I'm going to just turn my microphone down just a little bit, just because I want to make sure I'm not clipping. Because when I get happy, I get loud. It happens. What are you going to do? So I'm going to bring the dames in, and then I'm also going to try quickly to work on the music because, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't get this music fixed. Oh my God, what am I going to do? And output, automatic output. Let's see, device. Oh, good. Here we go. Good, I can get the music fixed. Hold on a second, you guys. Everybody cross your fingers and see if I can do this. It's the Christmas miracle. Is there going to be a Christmas miracle? There better be. I could use one right now. That's all I'm saying. As I quickly change players here and hope I can get this to work. Open with VLC. Yes. Is that the right way? No, my music channel is still not working the way it should be. Christmas miracle? No. Hold on a second, you guys. You guys can hear it, I know, but I want it to come through a different channel. That's why I'm kind of fussing with this, because it's kind of important. Because otherwise, you guys will hear. We either have this choice, auxiliary output. Yeah, this is what I want. And then save, and then let's close this, and then hope for the best, because I really need this to come through my auxiliary channel. Otherwise, yeah, Jessa, your audio. Violet, what does that mean? Does that mean something good or bad? I don't know. I don't know. I hope it means something good. Frosty Baby, by the way, thank you so much. The Sims that you saw were created by Frosty Baby, who's in this way, who's in chat right now. Thank you for your patience, Dames, while I work this out. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. You know what? I'm going to tell you just a little fun fact. Being part of the Dames, being the facilitator of the Dames, means being very cool under pressure, which I'm not. Yay! Got it! Fixed it. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how I got it working, but it's working. Oh, thank God. We can finally have some music. There we go. You guys we don't need the... Marge is like, I don't need the music. I just need your dulcet tones. Finally. Finally. Okay, so I'm going to now bring on the Dames. Dames, could you un-ninja mute? And Shirley, I'm going to do that for you. And then, oh, and also Shirley, I want to make sure you're muted over here, because I bet you are hearing me twice, and I'm going to fix that right now. Let's see. Yep, I bet you are. There you go. So, Shirley, you should be good now to be hearing me just once. And I'm going to now bring on the Dames. We play games. Let's do it.
Can't hear you.
So I am on the loud side.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. And
we can't hear you through the
how's that?
Only out through the
Everything
stream.
Sounding good? Everybody should be good. Okay, Dames, would you go ahead and say hello, please? And
hello?
I wonder if they can hear me. Did I just mute myself? Yep. Yay! They can hear. But I don't hear you guys for some reason.
Hello.
What's going on here? Goodness, sound problems. You guys are coming through on the stream. Can you guys hear the Dames? And I'm going to look and see if you guys are giving me any messages.
So I can't hear you.
In OBS Ninja. Nope. You can't hear me.
I can't hear you through the
everything.
I can only hear you.
You guys can't hear the Dames either?
The stream.
Yeah, I'm not hearing them.
There's also a lag between
Let's find out what's going on, guys.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Voices.
We'll get it. We will get it. Don't you worry. So. Oh, you guys can hear everyone? You guys can hear you all? Okay. It's just me that can't hear them? Let's see what's Oh, I see why. I'm having a freeze here. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay. So I'm going to get the virtual camera going. And then all the Dames are audible and perfectly clear, except for I can't hear them. But let's figure out what's going on with that. Audio sources. System default. You know what? I think I'm going to try and change here. Change browsers and see if that helps. Just a moment, please. Oh, goodness, I can't do that. Well, just a minute. I'm going to close Firefox and try again, which means that the Dames are going to disappear for just a minute. But in the meantime, while we're doing this, would you guys please tell me what you got for Christmas? Because my Firefox is going a bit nuts here. So tell me what you got for Christmas. I would like to know. I'm telling you, I'm going to just have a serious problem today. I don't know what is going on with my inability to hear you guys. Oh, there! Finally, I can hear you now. Goodness, that was frustrating. Okay, let's go over here. I can finally hear you. I can hear them. Thank goodness. Okay, can the dames go ahead and say hello again for me, please?
I don't know what all Jess is saying, but it looks like she's having fun.
Oh, you guys can't hear me. Okay, hold on 1 second. Looks like you guys still can't hear me. Hold on.
Mm-mm.
Just a minute. Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now?
Yes. Yes,
Finally.
yes.
Goodness,
Yes.
What a pain. What a pain, you guys. What a pain
It
in
happens.
the rear.
It happens.
Okay, so
Now
let's
the
try
only
this again.
thing is the voice is off of the picture. Oh, you're gone again.
You can't hear me again?
Yes,
Now
I can hear
now
you.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shirley, what
You're
you
good.
should be looking at is, thank you. Shirley, what you should be looking at is this right here. That's what you should be looking at. So now everything should be normal there.
Okay.
And then
Yes.
you should be able to see me. Yes, perfect. Awesome, we got it.
Yes.
Yay! Can you guys, can I just get like some applause? Because there's a reason why
Yes.
I put on extra deodorant. I put on a lot of deodorant before this.
Oh my
Because,
goodness.
You're doing great,
OMG.
Jessa.
Oh my goodness, that is so stressful. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so we are going to be, first of all, welcome to the Dames, and I'm going to get the music back up again because it disappeared for some reason. I have no idea, just because life hates me. The very essence of life hates me right now. And now that we finally got all the little kinks worked out, I'm telling you, man, tough work. Okay, there we go. Finally got everything working. You guys should be hearing just a little bit of music in the background now. I hear it. The Dames will not be hearing it unless they're watching the stream.
No.
But everybody else should be hearing it. Everything's working? Perfect. Okay. So. Whew. Merry Christmas. How about you guys, let's start out by saying 1, 2, 3, Merry Christmas, okay? 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Complete with a
Merry
delay
Christmas.
because we're on the internet and Britta's in New Zealand. That's the internet for you. Merry Christmas to you all. Happy Christmas, everyone. We are the Dames. This is Britta over there. And then down below me is Mary. And then right below me is Shirley. And we are the Grand Dames, and we play games. And we are here for our Christmas special. And we all have Santa hats on. And the first thing we're going to talk about is pajamas.
Got mine
Or
on.
comfortable clothes. Comfortable clothes. So 3 of us are wearing our jammies, and 1 of us is wearing our very comfortable clothes. Look at her with her pink shirt. Oh.
Yes.
So Britta, will you share with me your awesome pink shirt? Where did you get that beautiful shirt?
Many years ago. It is actually.
Oh, are you getting a delay?
Yeah,
Yes,
and
I can tell.
And
Go ahead and
I'm hearing.
Like
Yeah.
a delay. So first of all, everyone should
I
only
need
have.
to.
You should only have OBS Ninja open, and make sure that the stream, if you have it open
Is
on another
muted.
tab, is muted. Mute the stream or close it, and just keep OBS Ninja
Yeah.
open. That should be the only thing that's open. Is that what you got, Britta?
But then I can't hear you.
You should be able to hear me in OBS Ninja now.
Just a second.
While Britta is doing that, let's
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on to
okay,
Mary.
I'm good.
You're good?
Oh, sorry,
Got
I'm
it.
good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
Sorry,
Britta.
it was just two microphones. Anyway, this is called a bed jacket. Elderly ladies in Victorian and Edwardian times used to wear them in the winter. And being an elderly lady, I've got a bed jacket, and they're very floppy and comfy and very warm. We had a very cold night, so I put it on, and they still knit these things here in New Zealand. Amazing. And that is
really cute.
Yes. Yeah. So you can't get comfier than that.
No, you can't. No, I tried once and I sprained something. So you cannot be any more comfortable than Britta is doing right now. A bed jacket. Yep. So that's what Britta is wearing. And then I'm going to go back here to the dames. So Mary!
Yay!
Mary, what are you wearing?
This is, when I got back from Texas, I kind of snuck away to Disney for a few days, and I bought this onesie there. Disney's actually doing things very good with the distancing and the whole thing. We had a great time. But this is my Mickey Minnie Christmas onesie that I bought that I haven't had a chance to wear, so I'm excited to wear it. And I also want to say the thing I love about Christmas is if you notice the way I spell my name, Merrie, it's the one time of the year I get to tell everybody Merry Christmas. And I literally put it on my cards and everything and write it.
So, you guys know what? It looks like Mary is actually the essence of Christmas.
I feel very Christmassy at the moment. Yeah. I said if I ever changed my name, I would change the last name to Christmas. Because why not?
When I first met you, Mary.
Go ahead, Shirley.
When I first met you, Mary, I thought your name was pronounced Marie.
Marie,
and that was what I called you for a while.
It's okay. Everybody has a little different version of how they say it, and it's okay because I'll answer. It's fine. And not everybody remembers how to spell it either, but that's okay.
I totally love your name, Mary, and I love your energy and your. So, but by the way, does anyone else have a onesie that in chat? I mean. Because I know that Lissa, if you're in chat, she posted herself in a gorgeous little onesie. So raise your hands if you guys do the onesie action in chat. Because they're so comfortable. Oh, Ethereal has a Chewbacca onesie.
Oh my goodness. Apparently I've been collecting. I must have like 8 of them now.
By the way, team, could you guys let me know how everything sounds so far? I should have gotten rid of the echo, I hope. And by the way, Angie, you can go ahead and that one you mentioned, take care of that, please. Just do what you need to do. You know what I'm talking about. And I see the questions coming in and all of that. So just everything sounds good. There's still a faint echo and no music. The music is playing in the background. You guys should be able to hear it just very quietly in the background, hopefully. Everything else, everybody's telling me everything sounds great. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. I love the sounds great review. Okay, so next up, Shirley. Shirley, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my jammies. They got
jammies.
Yeah. They're adorable.
And they're flannel and they're nice and warm. Because I'm always cold.
What's the pattern on them?
I don't know. What are them little things?
They just look little swirly.
I have no idea. They look like germs to me.
They do. Big blue germs.
Okay, so is it maybe it's snowflakes? I don't know. Maybe it's like really warped snowflakes.
Doesn't look like snowflakes.
And also, by the way, she said zoom in so we can see her. So I will do that. Yes, I will. Shirley, could you? I don't know. Are you willing to stand up and show them your? Here's Shirley. There jammies. We go. Look at her. Oh, it's Paisley. Is that Paisley? Oh my goodness!
That might be what it is.
Yeah, you're right. It does look like germs. Yeah. You do. It even has like a pocket for you to put like your handkerchief in.
Yeah. Yeah, keep a Kleenex in there.
She keeps Kleenex in
And
there.
then I forget to take it out before I wash them.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So there you have it. There is Dame Shirley. If you guys ever wondered if you'd see Dame Shirley on the internet
In my pajamas.
in your pajamas, there's your question. And by the way, I know you guys are telling me that there's a very, very slight echo. I hear it too. And to be honest, I don't know where it's coming from. It's coming, I think, through one of the ladies' browsers, but as long as it's not bugging you guys too much, I'd prefer to keep it because I just don't know what it is. What could be causing it? And I think, I wonder if it's coming through TeamViewer. Let's see. I'm going to turn that off for a minute and see if that might be it. That very faint. Oh, it's gone. I think that is it. I think that was it. Okay. No, it's still actually there a little bit. Anyway, I won't worry about it too much, but as long as it's not driving you guys nuts, then it's good. So, I am wearing...
Did you see what Joe said? The panic.
What did he say?
He said, I have to admit, I have never wondered if I would see Shirley in jammies on the internet.
You haven't? Because I did. I absolutely wondered that very thing. I was like, you know what I'd like to see one day? I'd like to see Shirley, Mary, and Britta in their comfy clothes / pajamas one day. And I hope Jessa will be there too.
You got your wish.
And also, I wonder if Jessa will be there with a Victorian nightgown. And the answer is yes.
Yes, you got to show it.
Okay, I'll show it full screen and everything. So here we go. I am wearing a Victorian nightgown that was custom made for me. And it looks like this, and it has little edging on it. And I'll stand up so you guys can see it. So it has it's like this, and then it goes all the way to the floor. Look at that. And then it has like this little drawstring right here, so you can make it tighter if you want, right there. And I had it made on Etsy. And if you guys would like, I can put on Twitter where I got it. But basically just search for Victorian nightgowns on Etsy. I don't remember the name of the shop, unfortunately. Sorry. But yeah, so that is my Victorian nightgown. So we are going, and it was wonderful. My husband measured me, he enjoyed that, and then sent my measurements in. We sent our measurements in, and then it arrived in the mail. And just to my specifications, I made a couple changes to the design, and she did it perfectly. So Etsy is the place to be fabulous, absolutely. Are the other dames just as shy? Just more shy than Jessa? They seem pretty quiet at the moment. No.
No, I didn't know we were being quiet.
No, Mary, how can you be shy and go on the internet wearing a Mickey Mouse onesie? Come on.
Yep.
A Minnie Mouse onesie. I don't know if it's Minnie Mouse, actually. I'm sorry.
It's Minnie. It's both. It's got Mickey's on here, but Minnie up here, so they're both on there.
Yeah. And I was saying because you have that bow up there. The bow on the ears.
Yes.
That's Minnie. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't think you can be too shy. I don't think you can be shy and go on the internet in your pajamas. Those two don't really equate.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But you're right. I am talking a lot because I'm the facilitator, and so I'm gonna give I'm gonna give some space and room for the dames to talk. You guys, let's start with what you've been playing. As normal, as usual. You guys, let me know. Have you had any gaming time whatsoever, including board games, card games? Feel free to jump in.
I tried out a couple of new horror games that CryEngine sent to me the keys, and I have to say I'm going to make a video or two of them just to show them, but it's not the kind of horror that I enjoy. But I told them I would do at least 1 or 2 videos of them.
So are we
that's
going
what
to
I've
get to
been
see
doing.
you? We're going to see you jump scare? Are you going to jump scare, Shirley?
It doesn't scare me. No. They're supposed
You're
to be horror
hardcore.
games, but
They
no
don't.
no horror games scare me except Alessandro Gusso's The Land of Pain and his new one coming up in the first of the year. Now he knows how to do atmosphere to make you feel scary and creepy.
Well,
What
they
game
scare me.
is that? They scare me too. So
And
Shirley,
anyway,
but what's
I
the name of
ended
that game?
I ended 2 series, and I'm starting 2 brand new series after the first of the year. I'm taking a week off. What's the name of the game?
The Alexander
Yeah,
Gusto
his
one.
one is The
Yeah.
Land of Pain, which I already played, and the new one coming up is Alien Cube.
So
And he's a one-man developer. He does it all by himself,
Oh wow, that's a lot of skill.
yeah,
and his
Could you guys
graphics are good.
can you guys link to Mod Team? Can you link to the Land of
Gusto
Pain,
Productions.
please?
It's Gusto
And,
Productions.
Okay, thank you very much. So the Mod Team is looking that up right now to put that in. But next up is Mary or Britta. What you been playing?
You want? Go ahead, Britta.
Okay. I've been totally engrossed by only one game, and that is very rare for me because I'm normally a multiple player. I'm playing Persona 4 Golden on the Vita, and I think I'm about at the halfway point, roughly 40 hours in. And I just can't put it down. I'm completely obsessed with it. We're even watching the animation, Persona 4, the animation, on TV to go alongside with that. So it's just total immersion, really. Apart from that, I've just dipped briefly into my old PlayStation 3, which I still love. And if there is still love for the PlayStation 3 out there, let us please know in the live chat, because I do love hearing people saying they still sometimes play their PlayStation 3. And I dipped into a game that I know Jessa likes a lot, and it's Lord of the Rings War in the North. And I started that up again and had another look at it. And I just love those traditional, old-fashioned kind of, role-playing games.
So Britta, I have a
That's
question in
me.
chat from you. And
Yes.
QT asks you, hello QT Doe. She says, do you have a favorite character from Persona?
So many people ask me that, especially on my channel, and I'm actually someone who doesn't normally pick one favorite in a game that I really enjoy, because what I love in Persona is that the whole cast is so fantastic. The characters are so well written that I appreciate all of them. But if you really, really want to pin me down, I have a soft spot for Chie. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Britta. So, Deshi, that is music from Bastion. Yep, playing in the background right now. Enjoy that. And so that leaves Miss Minnie down here.
It leaves me.
Miss Minnie.
Little Miss Minnie.
Well, I've
what
actually
you got
been
for
so
us?
busy because once I got home, Christmas was like, phoom, it's here. and I had
Yeah.
shopping and things to do. But I did play a little bit of Animal Crossing because they have a Christmas event. And then on Christmas Eve, my family got together, and the kids are old enough that they're liking to play some of the Steam games. So I have Steam, on the PC, and I have the Steam box. So it will bring from the computer down to the TV in the living room, and we can play on a controller. So the kids wanted to play Jackbox Party. And so we all have, our devices, and we ran Jackbox Party, and everybody got to do it together, and that was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
But I haven't gotten into anything else. I'm wanting to get back into Borderlands, and then I had a friend show me a little bit of Cyberpunk, which is kind of piqued my interest. So
Really?
But I'd like to get into something adventurous RPG like over the holidays. Be immersed in something.
All right, so Mary, first of all, thank you for your answer. And second of all, I have isolated the echo. It is coming through you. So what you do is down at the bottom in the Firefox screen in Ninja, there's a gear icon. Click that and make sure that the sound is coming out through your headphones, and that, the microphone that it has picked up as the default is the one you want. And that will maybe help that delay, that slight echo. So anyway, I'm going to go back here. So now that answers what am I playing? Well, I just finished Lord of the Rings, War in the North, 18 episode series. That starts going up on the Jessa channel at the beginning of the year, just because I'm giving myself some extra time to get them all, get all the metadata and get them all scheduled and all that kind of stuff. And my husband loves that game so much. It's his very first RPG, very first, quote unquote video game. Like he played other computer games. Let's say it that way, video game. He he is enjoying it so much that he's going through a second time. I came down. It's a real thrill to have your husband coming downstairs. And I come downstairs and I'm like, what you doing? And he's in the middle of beating the heck out of a rock troll. Beating the heck out of it. It's true love all over again. Find a husband. War in the North is a great game. And Laura, absolutely. Hi, Laura, by the way. Gamer marriages. Angie's in a gamer marriage too. I know that because when I call her husband's in the background playing something. I can hear him in the background. But yeah, it's a great game. So that's basically what I've been playing. And then I was taking a break from The Sims because when you've been playing a game for 16 years, you need a break every once in a while. But I'll be going back to that. But I'm looking for the next game I'm going to do on the Jessa channel, the next series I'm going to do besides of The Sims, which is there all the time, The Sims 2. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So that is that's what the dames are doing gaming wise. Let us know in chat. Give me tips on how to find a husband. Give him Lord of the Rings, War in the North. And if he doesn't complain, marry him. Although for me, my husband, in the early days, I said, I love playing games. And, he was like, well, I'm not really into that, but I loved him anyway. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? Everybody's got flaws. But seriously though, that was it. Excellent advice. Give him a game. Give him a selection though. Give him a console game, maybe or maybe take him over to a friend's house who has a console. Give him a PC game. Maybe put something on his mobile that's pretty good. By the way, on the mobile, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. 2 just came out. If you play Android or iPhone. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next thing. And just a minute, please. Just a minute, please. I just need to send... Thanks, team. So anyway, next thing we're gonna head to is what we got for Christmas. I am so excited about this part because I can't wait to show you guys what I got for Christmas. But I'm not gonna go first. As always, I'm gonna go last because otherwise it's just too much Jessa. I mean, I know it's hard to imagine that there's such a thing, but there is a thing. Let's just be honest about this, ladies. I feel like we are very close. We love each other very much. Let's just be honest. So we don't have to, all four of us, go to couples therapy together. Can you guys imagine the grand dames in couples therapy? But anyway, so Britta, you're first.
I'm first. Okay. Well, first of all, I want to introduce you to, that way around, my new plushie. And he's called Lucky, and he's from Fairy Tale. I assume many of you will know the anime, long-running anime. So Lucky is what we really need for 2021, I think. So he'll be in charge. And apart from that, my husband and I, we tend to do a lot of books and DVDs for Christmas because that's what we enjoy, reading and watching things together. So there's always lots of those under the tree. And we're currently reading an awful lot of Agatha Christie. We love Agatha Christie, and we discovered that there's a lot of good TV adaptations of her stories. So what we do is we read the book first, and then we watch the adaptation. And I got this marvelous set of Miss Marple's adaptations with Geraldine McEwen, who's absolutely wonderful in the role.
Sorry, Britta, to jump on you there. Sorry about that on the tail end of your sentence.
You go ahead.
Thank you. Sorry, my apologies. But I love. First of all, Britta, I didn't think we could be any more besties after the Great Chen Hair incident. But I absolutely miss Agatha Christie is my second favorite author. My first being a little known author named Miss Reed. But Geraldine McEwen is, as far as I'm concerned, beyond Joan Hickson, who is the definitive Miss Marple, but she's passed away years ago. Geraldine McEwen is second and really, really good. But question, do you get kind of frustrated when the adaptations just basically change everything in the book?
We just had a very interesting experience with that because we read a book called The Sitterford Mystery, which does not have one of the famous detectives in it. It's like a standalone mystery. And we then found that we could watch it on TV, the adaptation, and it was completely and utterly changed. And they introduced Miss Marple into it, who wasn't in the book version. And afterwards we said, lots of famous and really good actors, and the scene setting and everything was nicely done, a typical good British period production. But the story, the book is better. So I don't like them. I understand that they have to make some adjustments for bringing it to TV and to bring it to modern audiences as well. That's a tricky one. But overall, I prefer if they stick to the essentials with the story, because there is a perfect balance in almost every Agatha Christie book, how things fit together. And if you pull that apart and put in different pieces, the whole isn't there anymore. That's my feeling about it. We have to remember that I've just finished reading her very, very first published book, The Mysterious Affair at Styles, and that is now 100 years old, that book.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was her first book.
It was her first book and her first published book, and she wrote it around between 1917 and 1919. It wasn't published till 1921. I read it, and it's as fresh as a daisy. Honestly, it's a brilliant book, but it is 100 years old, and sometimes, especially on TV, you have to make allowances for that. But I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's Agatha Christie is just, she's there. She's just, the first book is just perfect, and it's the blueprint for everything else that follows. So big recommendation from me, The Mysterious Affair at Styles.
So before
I got carried away there.
No, that was perfect. You you were talking about something near and dear to my heart, Agatha Christie. I've read almost all of her books, even her autobiographies. There's one about her autobiography I have on my phone, the audiobook version. It never leaves my phone. It's been on my phone for years, and I just listen to it over and over. I've listened to it maybe 50 times already. Anyway, also, but before I kind of talk a bit about Agatha Christie and how much I love her, I want to know, we have some questions here in chat. I see Mary, Shirley, are you guys mystery fans? If so, what do you love to read?
Sometimes, probably little murder mysteries. I know Shirley had a book that she said she read once, and she put a picture online, and so I bought the book and I read it, and it was actually pretty good. And then I followed the author, and now I can't. It's The Girl in Cabin something
10.
That one, yeah. And then so I bought and read a couple of her books because it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I read a
and
lot
Shirley,
of mystery.
What do you got?
I read a lot of mystery.
Mm-hmm.
I read a lot of mystery books, but I can't remember the names of all of them. I read so many. Right now I'm in a series called Gray Man, and it's by Greeny, Greaney is his last name. And it's about deep undercover CIA black ops. Only somebody in the CIA didn't like him, and they put out a kill order on him saying he had done something wrong, and he hadn't. So his whole books is about him running and trying to avoid the guys trying to kill him, and picking up jobs from other people that want to hire mercenaries. And so he's just in trouble all the time, and trying to get into places to rescue somebody. That's absolutely insanely difficult, but he does it. It's like magic. But I love those kind of books.
Ted is suggesting that we not overlook the Cat Who series. The cat thereby there's a whole bunch of them. Like, who's the author of those, Ted? I know the series you're talking about. They've been around for ages, and and I know that several of us are cat lovers. Although Shirley's a dog lover.
Big dogs.
Big dogs. I can see Shirley with like a gigantic Doberman Pinscher. What do you think? Or a lab?
I've never had those, but I've had a Great Dane and boxers and boxer and something else mixed. They were big. They was as tall as me. When they
I was gonna say,
stand
could
up
you
on their
ride your
back
Great
legs.
Dane?
No.
Because that's a very big dog, like as tall as you are. Pitties. I see a fan of Pitties. Aww. So, My favorite Agatha Christie novel is by far is The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. That book is the first book that I read where I got all the way to the last page and I went, no frickin' way. Went all the way back to the beginning and read it again. The mystery is encapsulated in between two sentences. I don't know how she just, the space in between two sentences. What happens in that space? That's the solution to the memory. I mean, the mystery. So, but some of you guys are going to get very upset with me, you Agatha Christie fans, because my least favorite book of hers, and a book that I really, really dislike, is what everyone else says is their favorite. I really can't stand, And Then There Were None. I hate that book. Hate it. So yeah, try not to vilify me, but there's my Agatha Christie little bit there. Now, we were talking about Christmas gifts. So Britta showed us hers. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay, Mary.
Well, first, this is my cup I'm drinking out of tonight, and it says, "I'm a Mimi. What's your superpower?" And this was a Christmas gift this year. And I'm also got a gift of Christmas tea, which is the tea I'm drinking in my cup. And one of the other gifts I got from my mother, who does this every year, I got these really cool sponges, and they're calendar sponges. They have the date on them, they're monthly. So, you use them for the month, and then when the new month starts, to throw it away, start a fresh one. And so everybody in the family likes getting those.
That is a cool idea.
Yeah.
So basically, you never have old, nasty sponges.
Nope.
You only have...
use them a month, throw them away.
Once a month sponges. I want that for next year, you guys. Somebody get me that.
I'll keep you on the list. Yeah, I'll mail them out next year.
Thank you.
Everybody will get them.
That'd be awesome. Next year, next Christmas stream, we're all gonna be holding up our sponges, ready to go for January. So that's what Mary got, and then Mary, behind you, you have, and by the way,
I fancied up my Christmas wreath with my Borderlands.
I want to get that. I'm gonna get that on screen. Let's see that again.
I thought it looks kind of cute.
Look at that.
His name just went out of my head. The bandit.
Yeah. The whole Borderlands, the guy you always
Borderlands.
see, oh my goodness, you guys, look at that. That's gaming. We don't just game, we live it. We have games around.
We decorate. And,
we decorate.
Yeah. Immerse.
Immerse ours. That's true immersion. Forget
It
that.
is.
Like, I want to be immersed in Skyrim. No, I want to be exactly. I want to be immersed in like my whole entire life.
I've got Skyrim stuff all over the place.
Yeah,
exactly.
I got mostly Borderlands. Don't Starve, and there's little things throughout the house, but it's mostly in this room.
So, Shirley Pumpkin, you're up next. What did you get for Christmas?
Well, I think Gemma in chat said, "I want to see your mug." This is my favorite Christmas gift.
I have to get the reactions.
It's a mug,
Shirley's the only one on screen. I don't know
it.
if you guys heard that, but oh my gosh, the reactions. The dames just went, oh my God. So let me put Shirley back on camera again. Look at that. Wow, Shirley. Wow. Oh my gosh.
And it's a mug, but I'm not going to drink out of it. He's going to sit on my shelf with my other Skyrim stuff. But that was my favorite gift. I'm sure my son picked it out. But my second favorite gift is cranberry wine. And I think my daughter-in-law picked it out because she knows I love red birds.
That is
but the
so
thing
cute.
is, I was going to have a sip of it Christmas Eve, but I didn't have a corkscrew.
Isn't that the saddest
So
thing
I
you've
haven't
ever heard?
It is. So I haven't had any yet. It just sits there looking at me.
So, so Shirley, what happened with the great corkscrew story? Do you remember?
Well, my daughter-in-law said she was going to take me somewhere to buy one, but Jessa, while we were talking on the phone, felt sorry for me. And she jumped on Amazon and bought me a corkscrew and a pretty bottle stopper to put in the wine bottle after I opened it. And the corkscrew is electric. Because
It's
she thought my
electric.
hands
Oh,
would
my
hurt
goodness.
trying to
Ooh.
pull it
Trying to
out.
pull, that's, I mean, seriously, that's a thing that happens as you get older and you don't have as much strength. And I could just imagine her alone, like with the bottle, like between her knees, like pulling.
That's exactly trying to do that.
Exactly.
I'd have never
And
got
so-
it out.
So she told me on the phone, she said the same thing she just said to you guys. She said, I said, what'd you get for Christmas? She said, I got this wonderful bottle of cranberry wine. And then she said in her cute little Shirley voice, she said, but I don't have a corkscrew. And my heart just was filled with love.
Aw.
And I hopped onto Amazon so I could help her get her corkscrew off. And so, get the cork out. And I thought, oh, there are electric ones too. So, link you up. I would love to. I will see if I can do that while somebody else is talking. But I will tell you, I think we covered what everybody got. I think so. So, what I got.
Wait, I can show you all
Oh, okay.
this lavender stuff I got.
Oh yes, I was asking you to do that.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
pretty.
I got potpourri and the soap and the hand lotion. And everything's lavender. They even use lavender tissue paper.
And are you wearing any lavender right now? Are you delicately scented?
No.
No.
I'm only scented with my hand lotion that I use all the time. It's peppermint something or other, and it's got a picture on the front of the label that looks like marijuana. Yeah. And I posted it on Twitter once. and had a lot of fun with that.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know. Are you guys do you guys find Shirley as delightful as I do? Because honestly, that's the new, that is the new, I'm going to have, when we finally hire an editor, that is going to be one of the things that he or she clips out as the best of the Grand Dames. So Shirley, are you delicately scented? Shirley, no.
And you know what? When I posted that on Twitter, and I was just joking, I said, is this pot? Do you think I'll get high if I use it? Somebody got all serious on there, and they don't understand my jokes sometimes.
Oh,
That's all right.
oh.
So it's Lissa says, hey, by the way, Lissa, I just called you out earlier. I don't know if you saw it. I gave you a shout out because Lissa in chat is the one who has that wonderful onesie, and she inspired us to do a pajama party. When I saw that, I was like, we are doing a pajama party because it's just too much fun. So, what did I get for Christmas? I got a lot of fun things, but the one thing that I got that I'm so happy about is what I am wearing. I got this. I'll put myself on camera. You guys can see this. I got this. It is a cashmere made from real goat hair. Himalayan goats. There are some very chilly Himalayan goats. I feel bad about that. I feel bad. I was like, oh, this is so pretty. And I read the label and I was like, oh, no. The goats. The little baby goats. There's some little goats over there just going, oh, they're shivering.
Oh.
It is so soft. And my mother-in-law, one of my 2 mother-in-laws gave me this. My husband has 2 moms. It's a complicated family there, but there's a lot. When I married him, I joked that I suddenly became related to half the county. But anyway, yeah. So mother-in-law got me this, and I told her I would give her a shout out. So she probably isn't even watching this. I have no idea. But if she is, thank you, thank you. I love scarves. One fun fact about me is that I do not wear jeans and I don't wear necklaces. The last time I wore a necklace was at my wedding, and it was a ribbon. It was a little pink heart on a brown ribbon, and all my bridesmaids had one too. And the heart had a little screw top on it, and I put a little note in there for each bridesmaid, tinily written little note, and gave that to them. We all wore the same matching necklace. There were 7 bridesmaids and me, because we got married on a significant day. But yeah, she has great taste. She actually, go Jess's mother-in-law. So that's what I got for Christmas. Now, we're going to move on to Grandma's Table, which is what it seems like this segment is being called. And also, one of the things that we're looking for in an editor is someone who can do motion graphics, so that I can press a button and it will like play like this music, and there'll be like this Grandma's Table, like beautiful thing, and then it'll cut back to us. That'd be really cool. So hopefully we'll have that in the next few months. But anyway, we're going to head over to the Grandma's Table section, and this is the part where you guys come over, sit down at Grandma's Table, grab some cookies. Somebody's got cookies, by the way. Mary.
I got cookies.
Right there, look at that.
I got cookies. You want a cookie?
Anybody want a cookie?
You get a cookie. You get a cookie. Oh yeah, here. Oh, here. Here's your cookie.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
You put it up like this,
I'll take it.
and then that'd be so cool if I was able to grab down and get it. That'd be so awesome.
There
That'd
you
be
go.
awesome. There's Britta's. That's so
And then, oh,
Yeah, exactly.
this way. There's Shirley.
Please.
And then, oh, here. There's you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This way. Thank you. I love cookies.
Yes.
So we're gonna get. We have talked about it and come up with a great idea that we're gonna be doing every Christmas holiday stream that we do. And that is. Do you guys know about New Year's resolutions? And
I
how?
made a big one.
You did? You made a big one? Okay. I won't. I'm not. If you want to tell us what it is, you can. But I know sometimes they tend to be a bit personal.
I will when you're through. Go ahead.
Okay. So we're gonna do 2 things actually. Now I just suddenly decided. We're gonna. If we have a New Year's resolution, then we can share that. But also, New Year's resolutions. Hello, Damo. New Year's resolutions tend to be kind of. They can be kind of what I call bookmarked by pain. And what I mean by that is a New Year's resolution is generally, gosh, I'm not doing well in some area of my life. I weigh too much. I'm just, I can't stand how much I weigh. And that's painful. So you make a resolution, to stop that, or to stop smoking, or to stop, I don't know, I can't think of anything else. Anyway, and then you have the New Year's resolution, and so many people tend to not be able to complete their New Year's resolutions and generally let them fall by the wayside within the first 30 days. Everybody's at the gym until about January 25th, and then the gym goes back to the usual same 6 people. So I thought, instead of beginning your year with pain, disappointment because you maybe weren't able to keep that resolution. Some people do keep them, but you know what I mean? Let me know. Have you guys been able to keep every time you made a resolution, you broke it, says Vagabond. every time he or she, they made a resolution, they broke it. Yeah, and you don't make them and are positively surprised by myself when I don't mess up too badly. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about here. We are going to be doing a new Dames tradition. This is actually a Jessa Channel tradition. I've been doing it in our Discord for years now, and it's now part of the Dames, and that is New Year's gratitudes. This is where instead of looking forward with, how you failed and you want to correct that, you instead look backwards and talk about what happened that you did that you are really happy with, or something that happened in your life, something that you're very grateful for. So I would like you guys as well to start thinking about your New Year's gratitudes. And also in the Grand Dames Discord, patreon.com/the Grand Dames, I will be opening a section that will be open until January 2nd or 3rd or something like that. And it'll only be open for a little bit of time every year for you to tell us, the Dames in Discord, your New Year's gratitudes. So yeah, bookmarked by pain. Exactly, Homestead Hero. Thank you. I'm glad you can hear that. You don't want to start, especially you guys. I'm speaking to the choir here. 2020. Yeah. Hey, by the way, Dames, give me one word that describes like the essence of 2020 for you.
Sucks.
Challenging.
I will only point out that our Prime Minister here in New Zealand said, when she was asked about 2020, she said, let's all give the middle finger to 2020. So, okay, I'm not sure whether that was safe to say, but if the Prime Minister says it, then I think it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's saying that as an amazing Prime Minister, the darling of the world, as far as what she has done for you guys, having not suffered nearly as badly as the rest of the world has because of her wise governance. And even she's like, yeah, I got something to say to 2020 and I can't put it on camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that kind of sums up 2020. So with that in mind, we're going to now do our New Year's gratitudes. And I'm going to have any Dame, as usual, jump in and let me know, 1, your resolution, 2, your New Year's gratitude or tudes. It can be multiple. You can go on for a while if you can find or think of some. Who's up first?
I'm gonna jump in because you're talking about gratitude, and I said, man, I made a big one this year. It connects with what you said, because I had this huge packing box that's full of mail, plus another huge packing box that's full of gifts. And everyone that put their address, mailing address, legibly so that I can read it on their letters, I'm going to get them all out and dig those out, and I'm going to send a note to each and every one. It'll probably take me the whole year. It might take me 2 years. And I announced that in a vlog on my channel so that everybody on there will hold me to it. They said, Grandma, it's going to take you 2 years, and by then you'll have a whole bunch more to do. So I think I bit off more than I can chew, but I really, really want to do that. So I'm going to try. It's my gratitude for all that they send to me and all the letters they send to me, all the great things they say in comments on my channel. So I'm going to try, guys.
So Shirley is going to, her gratitude is for all of her fans who send her wonderful things, all of her fans in general, but she's going to take the extra mile and right back to every single one of them. So if you sent Shirley something in 2020, you're going to eventually get a card or a note back from her. And so Shirley,
I have
what's
an
your New Year's
address.
resolution? If she has your address, yes. What's your New Year's resolution?
Me?
Yep, you said you were going to share it with us.
I just did.
Oh, that was it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. So, so moving
I had
on.
said I bit off a big one.
Sorry.
I'm gonna sip my tea.
I'm going to sip my tea too. Let's just take a moment.
Would you
to
like
just
to have some
tea.
of my wine?
Then I kind of wish there was something stronger in this tea, but I don't drink. But there was a senior moment. I think I need a little bit more tea. I thought that was your gratitude. You know, your gratitude was how the people had sent you cards and all that. I mean, I didn't realize. Yeah,
That
okay.
is, and that's my New Year's resolution, to do that.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay. So a little bit of tea time. You know what's awesome? I'll tell you what's awesome. Making gigantic mistakes on the internet in your pajamas. You should try it. It's very freeing.
Yes.
So next up, who was next up with a resolution and or
Well,
gratitude?
I can go next.
Okay, Mary, you're
If
up.
that's all right.
It
so
is.
I gave up New Year's resolutions like you probably at least 10 years ago, if not more. And what I do instead is I have a word every year that I try to just focus what I'm doing on that word. Like one of the words from a long time ago was adventure, because I was ready to go out, have some adventures, do some things I hadn't done. My word this year was experience. And I thought it was going to mean going to Italy, going to Greece, experiencing some cruising and some travel. And that didn't happen. And so we experienced our first pandemic and all of the stuff that came with it and all that. So it still happened. We experienced, just not in the way I expected. And my gratitude, which is also going to be my word for this year, is family. So one of the things that came out of the pandemic is I got to be home. I travel a lot. I have to go, because I do have a sister that's fighting cancer and aging parents and other things. And I was kind of forced to be home for 6 months with my family, my kids and my grandkids. And we had family day every Sunday, which everybody loved and everybody wants to continue. So I got to really stay home and reconnect with them and see my dog. She didn't have to go anywhere. She got to stay with me. So my word for this year is family, and it's not just my own personal family like my kids and grandkids, but it's also my parents, my sister, and extended family. I now have 3 members in our family that are going through different types of cancer. So I think it's important, and one of my gratitudes is that everybody at this current moment is fairly healthy. We didn't lose anybody, and family's just so important. So that's what it's going to be going in, is just to really appreciate the family, reconnect with ones that we haven't been with because, we can't see each other, and just love on the ones, that are closest to us.
Good one.
So
That's good. Thank you, Mary, for sharing your gratitudes. Britta.
Yeah, I never do New Year's resolutions. I've never done it. I like life to surprise me. Of course, we had an awful surprise in 2020. But when I look back on the year, there is so much to be grateful for. I'm just amazed, what happened and how many good things happened. For example, we built a lovely community on my channel, and I'm very grateful for that and appreciate it every day. And because of my channel, I met 3 lovely ladies, and we're now a group, and that means I made new friends, and we're doing new things that I'm enjoying. They're challenging, but it's great to be challenged, especially when you get older. I'm grateful. This is going to sound really mundane, but especially for younger people. But I'm grateful every day when I get up that I'm still here and that I'm not sick and I can move about and I can play games. That's just wonderful. I feel privileged in a way. I'm grateful that I'm about as safe as I can possibly be in this tiny island nation down in the South Pacific. And my husband and I were able to take a little holiday trip in our van before Christmas to some of our favorite spots. And that was just wonderful and something else to be grateful for. So I can, I don't know where to stop. There's so much to be grateful for, despite the awful times, which are taxing all of us. But I think it also it brings out the strength in people as well, and in communities, I think, these difficult times. And it's just wonderful to see people rally and support each other. And that's what I always certainly go on about on my channel. So, yeah, 2020, you sucked, but we're still grateful. Yeah, great. Yeah,
That's right.
Good things happened, and the Grand Dames was one of these really great things that happened. Yeah, I just love it when this sort of thing comes my way. Yeah, I scoop it up with both hands and say thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes, please. May I have another? Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me, goodness. I don't have any resolutions as well. I don't do resolutions. I think they're just, pathways to pain. But Britta kind of hit on it for me. This 2020 actually started out with some really bad news. We got bad news on January 2nd. And it was devastating. And it took me until July or so to start to see recovery on the other end. And I needed to go to therapy for it, and it was rough. But my gratitude is, one, I'm still alive, because COVID is disproportionately hits the elderly and also the African American community and people who, making enough D3 in the body is one of the things. That's why D3 is something that doctors recommend to help combat the virus. And so when I see people passing on who look like me, that really put my mortality in some perspective, And I was just saying to the dames before this live stream, I said, I'm really glad that, I'm the admin of the dames, but the other dames have all volunteered to sit with me while I do admin stuff to keep me company, but also because I just had to look at the fact that I could I could catch this virus and shuffle off this mortal coil and there's really, beyond all the protective stuff that I can do, beyond living in an actual literal bubble like the bubble boy, there's always a chance. There's not a great chance, but there's a chance. So that was my humbling moment. And so it brought for me a lot of gratitude, and my gratitude is having gotten through that terrible pain that happened last January and come out stronger and more solid as a person. And then my second gratitude by far is the Grand Dames. I mean, just look at us. Look at the four of us. It's like first of all, one of the many things I love about the Grand Dames is that we're all so different. We're all bringing in a different viewpoint to gaming, different life experiences. You know, Mary and Shirley and I could have done this, the three of us. But Britta was just that icing on the cake. She brought in that entirely different perspective. She is like always in our JRPG section. People are asking a question. I go over to the JRPG section in our Discord and I'm just like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I'm just like, well, y'all just, you know, I don't have any idea. Britta's in there like, well, first of all, here's what I think. So she basically is she runs that section over there. And I mean, thank God for Britta. And it's because of Reddit is how I found Britta. I literally went over to Reddit and said, I'm putting together this Grandma Gamers tea party. I need a fourth. And they said food for dogs. So I went over to her and I said, hey, want to be pals? Want to be friendsies? Let's be besties. And that was it. So the way that this came together was the Grand Dames was so freaking serendipitous. And
Yes.
the most kind of bringing it back around to COVID, it was because of COVID that the Grand Dames happened. It would never have happened without COVID.
No.
Because PAX was online and there's no way I could be like, hey, Britta, I don't know you. Would you like to fly to Seattle this week? Come on. You know, it was because it was online. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it just all came together. You're quite right. The funny thing is you mentioned Reddit, and I'd only been on Reddit like for a couple of weeks when your inquiry came in, because I previously, it was just a platform I hadn't joined previously. So once again, it was just serendipity pinging off, from all sorts of angles. Yeah.
Everything came together.
It
really did.
And I'm so glad it did, Britta. I'm so glad it did.
Thank you, Mary.
Right.
I am too. Yes, it's just wonderful.
And then not only that, but we all four of us just get along without any problems at all. We all just really like each other. So it's just been total magic. And we didn't expect the Grand Dames to become a thing. I mean, that just sort of was serendipity too, but the incredible response that we got from our PAX panel, particularly Britta and I, because we saw we were in the Discord where all the people were hanging out. It was just so much like, it just really blew our minds. It was just like, what? And so then in my heart, I just said, we have to do something more with this. So I went kind of hat in hand to them and said, do you guys want to do this? And I thought for sure that they might be like, no. But everybody right away said yes. And it was just wonderful. It was wonderful. So, and it's all because it's originally because of Shirley, but after that, it was because I came up with an idea to do a panel called, Tea with Grandma Gamers Talk Bleep About Games. Because I thought it was funny. Anyway, we're gonna be wrapping up the live stream fairly soon, but we have a little bit more time. It's about 3:24, and we generally go for about an hour and a half before we all need to get up and have a bathroom break. Because we're not getting any younger.
I'm about ready.
It's getting close.
It's getting close. So we're gonna ask some exactly.
It's
when
this
we all
tea
start
just
kind of. I know we sit here, drink tea, and we have about an hour and a half before things need to happen quickly.
Yes. Yeah.
But first of all, I can see that we have close to 300 people watching us. I looked earlier and it was about 275 or somewhere around there.
Oh, wow.
So thank you so much.
Wow.
And the Dames got so many hearts.
Yeah.
They did. The hearts
Thanks.
came flooding through. That was
Yes,
awesome.
they
Thanks, you
did.
guys. We really appreciate it. It's currently around 190. Okay, it dropped a bit. When I was looking earlier, it was at 275. But a bunch of people went to bed.
Several
'Cause
said they was
a bunch
going
of
to
people
bed.
went to the
Yeah.
because we have to start at such a time that some of the folks in Europe start to fade. But anyway, we have some questions, and I'm gonna ask maybe one or two of those live stream questions. That the mod team, once again, thank the mod team. By the way, Homestead Hero, you have been leaving the most wonderful comments in chat today. Such well thought out comments. And that's the thing I really like. You guys in chat just do wonderfully. The chat is so mature. You guys are asking really wonderful questions and having discussions as well too. So we have been very, very happy with our community. In fact, we're so happy that the mod team in Discord is really bored. They have nothing to do. They have their finger hanging over that ban button, and then they got nothing to ban.
That's good.
Yeah, we're lucky. We're lucky.
Okay, so just looking through, we answered some of that. Oh, you're welcome, Homestead Hero. Okay, here's one. So what is we were talking about books earlier. So what is your favorite book? This is for all of us. Like your absolute favorite book, fiction, nonfiction, whatever it might be. What's your favorite book?
Thank you for throwing us a really tough one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stephen King. And I think the book I enjoyed most by Stephen King is The Stand, which has really weird vibes to what's happening this year. But I think I've reread that several times. And he's probably one that I go back to, is his books.
now I'm surprised though, because Stephen King is scary. Like I read Cujo when I was young. I still haven't gotten over
I
that.
can read
but you
scary
don't like horror.
and this which is the one the one that they made a movie out of, and it's at the Overlook Hotel, and here's Johnny.
The Shining.
That one.
The Shining.
Yes, Shining. The Shining was the scariest book I've ever read, where I literally had to put it down and go, oh my God. And that was the scariest one. And and the best one was The Stand. But
Okay.
I don't really have that much time to read anymore.
Yeah. Okay, next up.
Well, I don't have much time to read either, but I make sure that I do every night before I go to sleep. But I have read so many books throughout the years that I can't even begin to keep track of them in my head. But so whatever's my favorite is usually the series that I'm in at the moment. So right now it's the Gray Man series, that CIA guy.
Okay, that's Shirley's answer. Britta, have you got a favorite book?
Yeah, I think I do. I used to read an awful lot of classic English literature, many years ago. I thought at one stage I would, take English literature at uni and all that. And I didn't in the end, but I kept up the habit of reading. And I think my favorite author is Jane Austen. I've read and reread all her books many times. And it's funny the question should come up today, because Poodlepa and I have been watching the 25-year-old TV drama series, the adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. And that at the time was like a bombshell for period drama because it was so amazing. And when we got it for Christmas, we thought, it might be a bit dated and all that. And we sat down and we're just blown away. It's just amazing. So, of course, we scrambled to get our copy of Pride and Prejudice from the bookshelf. And currently, Poodle Pa and I are fighting over who can read it. So we might need 2 copies, I think, in this household. And we go back to reading and rereading it. And you know what? We talk about all the books we read, but this one, we take individual paragraphs and sentences and we discuss them for hours, literally. That's how much depth there is in the book. And we discover new things and new angles of looking at the characters every time we read it or watch the TV adaptation. So I'd have to say Pride and Prejudice has stolen my heart and it's a masterpiece. And yeah, that's my choice.
My answer
read
for
it.
this one. Go read Pride and Prejudice. There you go.
Yeah.
My answer for this one is going to be kind of quick because pretty much anything by Miss Reed, or probably Thrush Green. Miss Reed is a novelist who wrote about 2 different English villages. She had 2 different series. And she wrote a book a year from 1955 or 50 until 1994 or 95. And they are just sweet stories about these English villages. I started reading them when I found them in the library. They're getting to be hard to find now because she passed away. But has anyone heard of Miss Reed? Anyone? I mean, who already doesn't hear it from me because I've talked about, but that's what I'm saying, Miss Reed. And I love her books because they were all illustrated by a watercolor artist named John Goodall, and she was they're not, the people who know them love them, and they're starting to become collector items because they're getting to be hard to find because she passed away in I think maybe 2010 or somewhere around there. But so if you can find any in your library, but they're just so tender, and I love them because nothing really bad happens. But I love adult novels with drawings and illustrations in them. There should be more of those. There's such a sweet thing to turn the page. And just because you're an adult doesn't mean you don't like a pretty picture. So here is one last question for you, and then I'm going to end with showcasing a little bit of art by someone who is currently in chat right now because I just saw his name pop up. We get a lot of fan art, and a lot of the people post wonderful art in Discord, so I'll be showing that off. But here's the final question, and this actually is just for Britta. Britta, by the way, the last question was from Vagabond. Thank you, Vagabond. Thank you very much. And then this next question, goodness gracious, somebody asked it up here about whether you want the PS5, because it's so hard to get your hands on it right now. And if you do want it, are you trying really, hard to get it? What's your thoughts on it? Just share your thoughts. Anyone else can answer this too, but I know the rest of us aren't really console gamers. That's why.
I was going to say I pass.
To answer that one, because I'm very much a PlayStation gal, I'm in no hurry because for one reason, I am not an early adopter. I have always waited until getting the new generation. I still have so much to catch up with on PlayStation 4 and 3 that I just don't feel the urgent need. Added to that, of course, the difficulty currently with production, that there aren't enough units available. I'm not too worried. I can take my time. I see that there are some early niggles, especially with backward compatibility with PlayStation 4 games. My answer is I can wait. I can wait. The PS5 is here. It's not going to run away. I will get one when the time is right for me. And that means there's got to be at least one, but preferably 2 or 3 must-have RPGs. I don't move until that is available, and then there's a very good reason for me to get the new console. Yeah, so I tend to be quite surprisingly conservative on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, who asked that question? Was that you, Riley, that asked that question? I think so. So we are going to thank you so much, Britta. So this brings to a close our last of the year, 2020 live stream. It's not like we've been live streaming all year. This is our 3rd one, I think, but still. And we will be here all throughout 2021, providing you with content, and also just live streaming and sharing our joy of life, our joy of gaming, and our joy of each other as Grand Dames. There's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. This one is particularly awesome. At Grandma's Table in the December live stream, this past December, early December, at Grandma's Table section, we talked about, I think the question was about self-respect and self-esteem. Yes. And how do you grow self-respect and self-esteem, or how do you maintain it? And I want to give a particular shout out to Riley. I'm going to go to the desktop here so that you guys can see this. Riley, who's in chat right now, did these amazing themes. You can see that on Ninja, I think. This one here says, is words that I said. He basically did this art with quotes from our live stream of things that we said. And it was so cool that this art will be in the outro for January stream, but I felt it was important to give this a big shout out. He said, the words I said were, in regards to my relationships, but particularly my husband, we do not disrespect each other ever, no matter what. Grand Dame Jessa. And then there's another one that he did here. This one here, this is Shirley's. And he even took pictures that Shirley posted on her Twitter. Look at this. Stay positive. Isn't that awesome? Stay positive. Always look forward. There is always something down the road. Grand Dame Shirley. Riley, thank you so much. That is really nicely done. And also Riley said he is going to make one for Mary and Britta, so don't feel left out. He will consider you guys. He will immortalize your words of wisdom. We thank you so much for all of the I'm gonna take myself out, Ninja Mute ladies. Well, actually, before you Ninja Mute, say goodbye. Bye.
Hi everyone.
Bye-bye.
And then Shirley, I'm gonna Ninja Mute you, and I'm gonna take us out. Woo! That was a good time, man. That was a good time. And after we all run to the bathroom, we're going to be in the Discord. And I would like you to join us there. Please join us at patreon.com/The Grand Dames and hang out with us after we all go and make our nums or our nums. Our butts are going numb. That's what I was trying to say. Our nums are going butt. I'm going to send you to the outro, which features the artwork that we got over the last month and a half since the Grand Dames inaugural live stream. Look at that. I got little lights on my thing. It's so cute. Oh. And I think all the dames will be in Discord, at least for a little bit. I don't know, but I think so. It's always up to them. And then there's a possibility that we're going to be watching Charlie Brown's Christmas, if everybody wants to. Because I have it ready to go. I want to thank you so much for spending time with us today. My name is Dame Jessa, and on behalf of my fellow dames, Dame Britta at Food for Dogs, Dame Mary, Merry Christmas, Dame Merry Christmas, and she is on Twitter at, oh, Mary, don't now see, look, I'm going to forget your Twitter address on the top of my head. Crap. Lady Empire, there we go. Lady Empire. And thank you, lady. Thank you for saving me, Mary. And then Shirley at Shirley Scurry. That is spelled correctly. I got a couple questions on that. That is her actual Twitter name. People came in all like with high dudgeon and corrected me. That's not her Twitter name. Did you mean Shirley Curry? I said, no, I meant what I typed. Anyway, so have a Merry Holidays. We'll see you at next live January 2nd, 2021. January 2nd, the first Saturday of every month. We will be live with more awesome grandma-oriented shenanigans, and Shirley being metal with her dragon cup. and yeah, I'm gonna take you to that outro. And thank you, as always, for watching.